Hello YouTube, we're making a mini scraper out of this wood plane blade. It's about 9/16. Can you see where I didn't cut all the way through? See that? I want to hold this together before I cut this off. This can be cut off back here just a little bit. And this is going to be part of the design. It'll curve in, and that's about the size of a dime. So we're grinding that right, and then we're going to braze it to make a slot on like a screwdriver shaft. So 9/16, and it's probably going to be about 1 3/4 long blade. I do not know what we're going to use for handle. Next, we're going to go back and determine where to cut this. And I have pictures where I had this, if you want to see how I did it, so I had this straight edge clamped on there, and I drew a line with the cutter wheel, and I kind of went at an angle. Say this was in here like this. Don't go straight down or rub against there too much. Kind of tilt it back, kind of go in there at an angle. Otherwise, you're wearing the side of your disc off. And I had like 3 more of these. I slowly cut through, because that's how you break blades. That thing will pinch, it'll pop apart. I left that one little bit. See that? Okay, get to work. Okay, we'll show you our progress so far since we got cut out. Can you tell which side is original groove? Let's look at it for a second and we'll tell you. It is this side. So I cut it out. Look at the pictures on the end, you'll see what stones I used to get that curved and how I marked it out using the caliper and the Sharpie marker. This would be the back side. And I don't know how we're going to design it from there. We're going to go get a shaft or we're going to use for a handle. We'll decide. Because this is probably going to go in or something somewhere. You know, the whole thing could end up being tapered all the way into the screwdriver handle and change. But I don't know yet. Get back to work. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves and need to do some video in here. We got to use our new jig. Put a slot in that. That's a piece of screwdriver shaft. Because then this is going to go in there. And we're going to put the square part just a little bit into there. So we got a lot of grinding to do. That was hard to spot weld. I'd spot weld and then it kind of got contaminated and it wouldn't spark again. These are to jack this up. Because if you didn't, okay, say you didn't have this here and you put it tries to tilt it. So this pushes pressure here and pressure here. Did I say pressure? You know what I mean. So it clamps it down more evenly. See? Or have it higher so it's jacked up. Because it was trying to lift the back. If you're out here at an angle. You'll learn that. I don't know what they call them on the mill. Those little jack blocks and stuff. See like that? That's about even. This is hard to set up. I mean, if it ain't straight, it ain't straight. Okay, battery symbol's flashing. It always does that. And we'll get back to work. I just wanted to put a little more detail into this part. Okay, we are done. We epoxied that in there. We beveled that so that would fit down in there. And that epoxy's pretty strong. It's not going to come out of there just for a scraper. A screwdriver wouldn't hold. Because I ground those little, what I call wings on the side. Them little flatten out parts that make a groove in the handle so it can't twist. This was a Stanley #1 screwdriver, but it was pretty bad shape. And I hardly ever use #1 screws. But it said right on there, Stanley #1. Underneath where I heated it up. But anyway, got us a nice scraper. Our design changed, but at least we matched that curve on either side. We changed design in midstream. Is that what they call it? Nice little scraper. I mean, I got big hands. People with little hands. I mean, you're gonna hold it like those. A lot of times you can have your finger down here or something. So there you go. Look for all the pictures because you get to see me using the welding jig and for the first time. That was exciting. This was hard to weld. I tried turning the welder down. It wasn't enough. I turned it all the way up and that was kind of crazy. And I couldn't get a spark. You know, you weld, then it gets dirty. Then you got to brush it off and get a shiny spot for the wire to take because you're just touching a little bitty spot. But there's some defects in there. I always show that. You can see little, and that's just brushed with my abrasive wheels. I did take my emery wheel and started polishing it back in here. Then I just took the abrasive to it. Bottom side and the top. And I put the writing down here. And that way when you use it, you're not confused if it's not an original tool, it's something homemade. But that's it. We're going in. We have flies bothering me. We have one that just seems to land on me when I'm working. So thanks for watching. This was a nice, another fun project. Hell, let's just get... Oh, did I say that H word? Very 2.5 inch blade. 6 inches overall. Boy, we're really messing up. What? 3.5 inch handle. I like to give you the approximate, so. There you go. We're out of here. We had enough of this. It's really hot and humid. It rained a little last night.